8 are out, 16 remain. The group stage awaits. Welcome to the Concacaf Champions League Recap Show. I'm your host, Scott Gleba. The preliminary round ended with some familiar names advancing, while others will be disappointed not to have gotten past the first hurdle. Toronto FC used a 1-0 win at home in the first leg to lift them past Motagua after a 2-2 second leg tie. Santos turned it on at home to easily outdistance San Juan Jablote 6-0 on aggregate. Cruz Azul made it through the opening round for a third consecutive time, routing San Francisco 9-2 over the two legs. And despite a 2-1 second leg loss at home to the Los Angeles Galaxy, the Puerto Rico Islanders matched Cruz Azul's feat of advancing to the group stage in each edition of the CCL, an accomplishment in which Colin Clark's side can take great pride. Marathon will participate in his third straight Champions League group stage, overcoming Tauro. The Seattle Sounders, in only its second year of existence, narrowly pipped Isidro Metapan 2-1 on aggregate. With a 4-2 win over visiting Brujas last night, Joe Public advanced to its second ever group stage, while FAS was the last team to qualify with a 2-0 win over Xelajú after both teams were even following the first leg. Argentine Alejandro Bentos struck for a goal in each half. Now that the opening round is done and dusted, let's take a look at the groups. Group A has a distinct North American flavor. Mexico's Cruz Azul and Toronto FC joined the seeded teams, U.S. champion Real Salt Lake and Panamanian Apertura and Clausura winner Árabe Unido. Each of CONCACAF's three regions are represented in Group B, starting with the seeded teams, Columbus Crew, the MLS Supporters Shield winner, and Guatemalan Apertura and Clausura champion Municipal, plus Santos and Joe Public. Group C promises to be hotly contested. Opening round winners Seattle Sounders and Marathon will meet Mexican Apertura champion Monterrey and Costa Rican Verano winner Saprissa. In Group D, there is Toluca, the Mexican Clausura titleist, Honduran Clausura winner Olimpia, the Puerto Rico Islanders, and FAS. This year's preliminary round was highlighted by some outstanding individual and team efforts. Nicholas Adlery of the Puerto Rico Islanders became the first player to score in all three editions of the Champions League, when he struck twice in a 4-1 first-leg win at the Los Angeles Galaxy. Cruz Azul's Javier Orozco extended his CCL scoring record to 16 goals with a hat-trick against San Francisco on August 3rd. He now has 11 career preliminary round strikes. That number alone is more than any other player has scored ever in the competition's history. Alvaro Fernandez, fresh off a fourth-place finish at the World Cup with Uruguay, headed in the goal that sent the Seattle Sounders into the group stage. Fernandez made 4 appearances in South Africa. Trent Noel scored in the dying seconds of injury time to give Joe Public a dramatic 2-2 tie against Brujas in Heredia, Costa Rica, the latest goal scored in this year's tournament thus far. Marathon's Colario Labarinas notched 3 goals in his first 2 Champions League games. The Uruguayan forward's play helped ease the Green Monster's scoring concerns after the departure of Walter Martinez to China. Motagua's Amaro Guevara did all he could to help eliminate his old team, Toronto FC. His 2 goals in the second leg proved not to be enough, but his efforts certainly were. Santos picked up where they left off 2 years ago, once again being dominant in Torreon, defeating San Juan Jablote 5-0 at the new Estadio Corona. The Guerreros have a perfect 6 wins from 6 home games. Cruz Azul continues to be the master of the preliminary round. In 6 all-time games at that stage of the competition, La Máquina has 5 wins and 1 tie, scoring 6 or more goals on 4 occasions. Sean Franklin put his name in the record books during Los Angeles' 2-1 win at the Puerto Rico Islanders on August 4th. He netted the 500th goal in Champions League history. And last, but certainly not least, this strike from Xelaju's Martin Crosa in the first leg at FAS left everyone wanting more and more and more. The Champions League opening round is only the appetizer for the group stage's main meal, and we'll be with you throughout the entire competition, offering complete coverage with live games, previews, highlights, news, and fascinating features, all at Concacaf.com. Thanks for watching CONCACAF TV, your source for the Champions League.